Hi, today we're going to go through how to register for an account and create website listings on visitfortmyers.com. First, let's determine whether you are eligible to be listed. Go to visitfortmyers.com/partner-registration. On this page, you will click on the blue "Click Here" text where the red circle is. This will take you to the business rules for listings. Please review this page very carefully. Once you have determined whether you qualify, now we will get into how to register for a user account. Once again, let's go to visitfortmyers.com/partner-registration. Here you will need to fill out the form with your information. Keep in mind that we do encourage the sharing of accounts of team members within a business or organization. Therefore, we encourage you to keep your username broad, such as your business name. After you submit the form, your screen should look like this. Your user account setup is complete and is now awaiting approval from a website administrator. You will receive a pending approval email, which looks like this. Now you will need to wait 24 to 48 hours for your account to be reviewed. Once it has been reviewed and approved, you will receive an approval email, which looks like this. This email contains all the information that you need to get started on your account. Towards the top of the email is a URL, which is how you will log in for the first time. On the bottom of the email is a link to instructions for future logins. Be sure to check your spam or junk folder. And if it's been more than 24 to 48 hours and you still have not received the emails, please reach out to our team. Now let's move on to how to log in to the industry portal on a regular day. There are two different ways to log in. First, go to visitfortmyers.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, all the way where the footer is. Find the For Businesses section and select on Industry Partner Login. The other way to log in is to go to visitfortmyers.com/login. Whichever way that you decide to log in, please bookmark this page. Now let's go through how to create a business listing. When you log in, this is what your screen will look like. Click the blue Add Content button, then select the word Business. Here is where you will start adding information about your business, starting with a name and description. You can save your listing at any time by scrolling down and saving as draft. The more information you add to your listing, the more appealing your business will look like to a visitor. Now let's go through how to add images to your listing. First, let's start with the thumbnail image. Click the X to remove the generic image. Please pay very close attention to the specifications listed here, as this is a recommended size the thumbnail image needs to be. Click Add Media and choose File. This will now open a browser which you cannot see here, but you will see on your computer. You should be able to see your computer files here. Choose whatever image you would like to upload for the thumbnail image, which will then pop up this box. Here you will add alternative text, which describes the image for low vision or blind users, and it will display if the image does not load properly. Now hit the Save button, and then Insert Selected to add the image to your listing. Using the same method, add up to 10 images to your gallery, keeping in mind spec sizes, which are listed on the screen. Now let's go through the tabs on the left, starting with Business Contact Info. Please keep in mind the email, phone number, and address listed here will be public information in case a visitor has a question about your business or organization. When you add your website links, be sure you're adding the HTTPS for the link to work correctly. Now let's move on to how to add longitude and latitude to your listing. Start by going to Google Maps in your browser. Then you will need to find your business. You can either zoom in like I'm doing, or search the business name or the business address. I'm using the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau office as an example. Once you've found your business, you will need to click on it and then right-click on the red pin. You should see this 26 and -81 number pop up, and then click on that to copy to your clipboard. Now let's go back to the listing and right-click to paste our latitude and longitude. Your longitude number should be negative. If it is not negative, you have gotten the wrong number. Now add your street address, city, and zip code. Now let's move on to the social media tab. Here you will need to enter the URL links to your social media pages, not just your social media handles. Now let's move on to the amenities section. There are lots of different fields to choose from here, so please take your time in reviewing and choose as many as you would like. If you scroll down a little bit, the activities section might apply more to you, as there is a wide range of activities for you to choose from for your business or organization. So now we're going to move on to the meetings tab. This section is very important if you are a lodging property with meeting space. You're going to want to make sure that you fill out this tab. This is how you will land on the meetings, venues, and hotels portion of our website. So go through each field and just answer the questions that are there. Now we will move on to the hours of operations tab. This is as simple as it sounds. Just fill in your regular business hours here in this section. Now we will be moving on to the live camera tab. If you have a live cam on your site, attraction, property, please enter the URL here. Once again, making sure you have the HTTPS URL. Now that you have gone through all the tabs, you just want to go through and verify that all the information is correct. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom where the category section is. This is very important depending on the type of business that you are. If you are a lodging property, you are going to want to hit places to stay. If you're an attraction, things to do. Please be specific when selecting tags. If you are a hotel, select hotel, as these tags will determine which pages your listing appears on. If you filled out the meetings tab, you are going to want to make sure you select the meetings and facilities services category, which you can see right here. Doing so will get you listed on the meetings section of the website. Now let's add a place ID. Click on that link underneath the place ID field. If you have a Google business and you would like your star rating to show, this is where you will do that. So go into that link and search up your business name or your address, which you'll see me do so for the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau. Once your business pops up, you will see the place ID number and letters. Copy that and paste it into the place ID on your listing. Now choose the neighborhood that your business is located in. Some businesses operate out of multiple neighborhoods, such as tour companies. You can do that by hitting the control button to select multiple neighborhoods. Now I will show you how to submit your business listing. Once you have made all the changes that need to be made on your listing, scroll down and change draft to needs review. If you do not save as needs review, our team will not be notified that your listing is ready to be published. If you are still working on your listing, please save it as a draft. Once you have submitted as needs review, please wait 24 to 48 hours for your listing to be reviewed by a website administrator. This might take a little longer on the weekends or if it's a holiday. Once you have submitted, you will then see what your listing looks like when it goes live. You can go into your account and make edits to your listing at any time. Once again, just remember to save as needs review for those edits to be sent to our website administrators. You will not see your edits reflected immediately because of the 24 to 48-hour approval window. Now, what does it look like if your listing gets approved or not approved? This is what your email will look like if your listing was not approved. Once you open that email, you will see a line that has a comment why the listing was not approved. Once you make those required changes, please submit as needs review. If your listing was approved, this is what that email will look like. Once you open that email, you will see a link that goes directly to your live listing. Now let's go through some frequently asked questions. How often should I be updating my business listing? We suggest every 6 months or when new information becomes available, such as new images, a new restaurant, or new amenities. Why are my pictures getting cut off? Verify that the images you uploaded are the recommended spec sizes. You can also resize images for free on Canva. Can I have multiple people manage our listing and our events? Yes, but we do encourage you to use the same login information. I just want to add my event. Do I really need a business listing? Yes, events can only be added if you have a business listing to link back to. I forgot my password. How do I log back in? On the login screen, there is a reset your password button. When I make edits to my listing, why are they not showing on the website? All edits to your listings must be saved as needs review. This gives our website team 24 to 48 hours to go in and approve those edits. Then they will be shown after they have been approved. For any additional questions or listing help, please contact the marketing team. Thank you for watching.